All right, I'm captioned. Hopefully, I'll be able to upload this video to YouTube and how to save this video, this blog. You know, I don't know. Do I go to sequences, effects, audio, explore, settings, add tag, text, add text, record. I don't know. Okay, narrated, video effects, image effect, auto effects, text effects, transstension, transstension, trim, delete, subtitles, subtitles, and settings, meaning the tools. Okay, yeah. My hair on my head is thick. My mustache is thick. Everything is thick. It's packed. It's like I have hair that's packed, bro. It might be just in the blood, in the breed, you know. But people that have more hair, some people have more hair, some people have less. You can look at me and tell I got a lot, you know, on my head, and and around my, and then I got it on my neck right here, except for right here. I don't have none right here and on my back or nothing. Yeah. This is the very first sweater that I used when I started doing videos in the early, I call 2013 the early 2000s to me. Let's see, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That's 8 years. YouTube had been around 8 years. And if you think about it, 8 years ain't really it's a long time, but it ain't. A long time is consisted of, I'll say, 15, 20, 20, 20, 30 years, 40 years. To me, that's a long time. That's my definition, I say, of a long time. But 8 years, it's a long time, but it ain't longer time or something like I say. I guess as you get older, time just gets shorter. Because when you younger, 8 years is like, to some people, 8 years, like we say, like to the younger generation, younger than me, would probably say 8 years, like between, when I say a child, 12 and 13, 8 years would be like, in my opinion, like 18 years to them. 20, 30. It's almost like 8 years would be like 30 to 40 years. I'm just saying, just for the sake of, like, you know how we say a dog has 7 years for an animal, like a dog. It's like if he lived 9, 8 years, that's like they say 88 years or something for a dog. That's like 80 years for a dog. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know what I'm talking about. Of course, I'm not a big fan of dogs and animals and stuff like that. Nah, I think I used to like them when I was younger and stuff. But as I got older, I don't know. I just feel like I just grew out of that type of stuff. I like them to an extent. They okay in their place. You know what I mean? But me personally, I don't like them like that no more, like I used to. Now if I see, if they come up as a stray dog or something like that, wanting food or something, I got some stuff, I'm gonna throw it away. Before I throw it away, if it's Like if it's fresh food, I'm just gonna throw it out there to them. You know, I do that, but I'm not a big fan of like putting them in. You know, like some people put them in their house. I used to would put a dog in my house, but I would think I would want one in my house when I was younger. I would have did it. I would have probably put a dog in my house. But when I look at that and I think about it now, to me that's a bit weird. You know what I mean? That's like unsanitized to me to put a dog in your house. Me personally, you know, as I got, you know, as you get older, you think that's how it is. But other than that, dogs they all right. They okay. I like them to an extent, but I'm not like really just crazy about them like that. Not no more. Not no more. I used to think that I was, and I love them. I used to have dogs. I used to have 3 and 4 at one time when I was in my 20s. You know, but as I gotten older, I just it's just certain things just you know you grow out of it. I say now some people certain thing they like they never grow out of it. You know what you like by nature, it's gonna stand. But what you don't, I guess, assuming that you're gonna go to something that you really like, it's gonna be made known. But dang, I've been live 6 minutes. Okay, all right, hold on, y'all. I gotta go in here and check.